Greetings, Shelpers. Thank you so much for joining me on this Monday. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. I'm here with some Fury Unleashed, which is a roguelike where you go through different comic books and find out the mystery of the creator and what goes on there and all that fun stuff. There are 3 comic books plus a journal. We're not getting very far by ourselves. So, hang on. I'm going to read this to you. It says, deep in the Amazon jungle, an ancient evil has awakened. Only fury could stop it from devouring the world. There are many threats on his way. It was fortunate that eliminating threats was his profession. Okay. And then this guy says, so you are awake, brave hero. Good. I am Mr. Doodle. You must be confused, but I'm here to help you. But first, let's make sure you remember everything. Yeah, he looks a little uncanny. I'm assuming that's caffeine. Okay. Double jump. Yeah, eventually you can go through different parts of the map. Like you can have a fast travel that takes you backward. That's right bumper? Yeah, okay. Oh, fuck. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you can jump in the air as well. Dash in the air. Up. I got my, neutered. I got neutered. Okay, use PS to reload. I forgot how to melee. They won't let me get probs. Okay. Ink is your money, basically. No, the gold stuff's your money. Okay, what does it say about ink? Collect ink from enemies. Black ink increases your power. Golden ink can be used for currency or interact with characters you meet. Which is currency. The characters are shops and whatnot. Okay, grenade is left bumper. Oh, bam, there it is. Haha. You find crates with stuff in it as well. Okay. Right bumper. I have to remember that. Yeah, you can just hop your way through too. And melee is X. I thought that was what melee was, but I wasn't sure. Okay. Oh yeah, our stomp. We have a stomp. I think we have to do it right on them, but yeah, we do. Alright, we're getting there. Yep, we can have a few different ultimates, I think. Yeah, you have combos, and when you get hit, the combos kind of get lost. I'm not going to use my bombs for it. I probably could, though. Yeah, so you can select where to go. We have 2 adjoining rooms. So, press to see the map. Yep, okay. Alright, it gets trickier as time goes along, of course. Oh, good lord. Oh, heavens. Okay. Oh, fuck. I just ran into that thing. I'm having a case of the Mondays. Now we all know this is how I play games. I don't know if I put it on easy yet. There is a way to do that, so... Which, thank God for me. I think I'm allowed to, you know, interact with that treasure chest after. Ah, oh, damn it. Some of the games I play have different button configurations, so my brain is not willing to let go of the fact that the right bumper is the dash button. Let me tell you that much. Okay, hold on. Ouch. I shouldn't have hopped in, probs. There we go. Now I can do it, but I'm like half dead. Okay. B. I'll equip it. It's a different weapon. Seems to be basically what I had before. Yes, also select basically is also a map thing. Oh boy, this is a pain in the ass. Okay. Got a fair bit of money. And yes, you can upgrade things outside of the stuff, outside of the levels. Alright, so this is a flying drone. Sure, sounds like it would be around me, but I'm... Oh wait, it's to call up on my final. Okay, that's interesting. So instead of freezing people, I can have something cover my 6. Nice. Yep, I'm gonna go up and over. So, husband and I watched a really bad action movie called The System. And it was about this guy who's like a decorated like war veteran, and he was robbing these like dealers of like nose candy and other such substances. And he needed money for his daughter's blood clot medicine because she was in the hospital. And so this guy, when he gets arrested, tells him, you know, if you help me out and find out what's going on at this one prison, the for-profit prison, that I will let you go free and whatnot. And the acting was so utterly bad, and the music was jarring. It was funny at points how bad it was. Like, I'm very, very serious on this end. It was hysterical, and I don't think, oh, I thought we had already gone through here, ouch. And I don't think they meant it to be hysterical, but it was quite funny. Some of the fucking things sounded like, our music sounded like the buzzing of cell phones. It was horrendous. I don't know what they were trying to accomplish. It almost had bad enough acting at points to be like a Skinamax movie or something. It was rough. The fighting was rough. The acting was rough. I mean, it was a typical fare where he has to like fight his way out in the double cross and all that fun stuff, but yeah. I actually kind of like this gun. You know what? I'm gonna use a medium potion because I suck already. Unless that was not a medium potion I just bought, but ouch. Well, that ain't gonna help if I keep doing that shit. Yeah, I really like this game. I play it a lot with husband, though. So, like, we're not gonna get very far tonight, but that's alright. That's alright. Oh, he's here. Fuck. So, yeah. Melee the box. Okay. I can go a couple different directions, and yes, you can leave the page or the page before you get all the different rooms. Sometimes it's a better idea to do that, sometimes it's not. Depends on what you're looking for. Husband and I always try to get the rooms together, but you know, I'm not very good at this game solo, so I might just be like, fuck it after a while and move on. We'll see. Well, I do like this gun better, though. The rail cannon seems to be... Usually I go for, rat-a-tat guns, really fast guns, but this is actually working out okay. I mean, just ignore the fact that I'm almost dead already, okay? Just ignore that, and it's all good. So this is a rail cannon or whatnot. Okay, I'm full of bombs, very good. I wonder what's in that other room. I'm a little scared to find out. But yeah, you can just keep getting stronger, which is helpful. Skill small. So I think this is the healer man. Yeah, it might be. So the other person was not the healer man. Sag. Sag. It's been a while since I played this, so I don't always remember. Which is okay. So yeah, that's basically what I did today, is watch the movie. We got up early, but I don't really remember what the hell I did. We played a fair amount of Traveler's Rest today, I know that much. Sure. I don't know if I'm gonna care for that as melee, but we'll try it. It doesn't seem to give me anything negative, at least. Because sometimes you pick up something that's so goddamn slow, you could fucking run to Albuquerque and back. So. Yep, we can go all the way down and then over. So yeah, we played about 3 hours of Traveler's Rest, which was nice. Okay. What does he gotta tell me now? Okay, hold on. Excellent. Now's the time. Now it's time. I told you the story of our creator and his creations. He made all of this. The plants, the rocks, and yes, even the ugly creatures you'll soon be putting to rest sprang up from his imagination. We should turn our eyes to this sacred relic, the monolith of Revelation. It contains many truths about the creator. I will guide you through its mysteries. Okay. So it's showing me something now. So 20 years of unleashing the Fury. It's been 2 decades since John Kowalski created his iconic hero, the Fury. We take a look at the series' history and speculate about where it could go next. Top 10 comic books that should be made into video games. Okay, so I am a project. Let's go. So we're gonna find out what's going on with our creator. That would be really interesting to try to figure out what's going on with the god who made us, right? Like, we're just tasked one day to like go through through God's belongings, like his journal and his art therapy pictures, and figure out where he went wrong with us. Like, oh god, I did that, didn't I? I made these people, I did this thing. Ah, man. Piranha plant ain't fucking around. Ah, goddammit. Okay, so it takes 3 hits to kill a piranha plant. Okay, let's go here. Up. We're gonna absorb that for, yeah. Okay, no, no, no. I just ran outside, but he's still alive. Ugh, I hate that when I do that. I'm like, no, don't hurt me. I keep forgetting that I'm supposed to be the hero in this story. It's mainly because I'm never the hero. Yeah, I didn't know what I was going to play today, to be honest. I thought about a variety of things, and I really should update the list on stuff I want to play, but I never know what I'm feeling like day to day. Like, for all I knew, you were going to get Dave the Diver again today. Just certain things, I don't know. They did fix bugs in, State of Decay 2. There is a problem now, though. They made more bugs. So, my game crashed. My game did a lot of different shit. So, I was not exactly the most thrilled, let's say. Okay, yes, you can, fix what your hero looks like, kind of. Including base female over here. I might switch to her, of course. Sunglasses. Hair. I think you can fix the clothes and stuff later, but there I'll have her be like America, kind of. Yeah, there we go. Let's see what else we got going on. So, the ephemera, the guns we unlock. Here's the stuff we can get. I'm gonna just increase my health for now, I think, because, you know me. Okay. Well, damn it. So this is basically the same thing. It did change my pronouns, which some people would be very sad about because they don't like pronouns very well. And I'm not sure why they don't like pronouns. Pronouns are quite useful. But they have problems with pronouns. No, no, don't eat me. Ow. I thought there was a way to put it on easy, but I'm not remembering. Maybe I have to go settings. Easy mode settings. So. Game speed. Damage. Oh, here we go. Damage received. Here we go. We'll be able to actually get through some of this game now. Healing amount is forever. Enemy health is... Let's just try this for the sake of life, shall we? We can get further now, probably. They're not going to be able to hurt me, and I can kill everything in one hit. Otherwise, you're not going to see me get through this game. I'm just saying. I mean, maybe you don't care, but... Okay, it's a better grenade. And watch me still get my ass kicked when I get to the, let's say, Hitler henchman. And yes, you do actually fight them. As you should. As you should. I was watching something on ideologies of eugenics last night. And yeah, not optimal, obviously. They did a lot of stuff back then, but it was about like America's history with it, so they weren't just aiming at like Germany and being like, haha. Okay. I'm not going to be able to do a combo of anything, so he can kiss my butt on that one. Yeah, they give you challenges sometimes, and when you get it, you get like a prize or something, but I'm not good at that sort of thing, to be honest. Let me just... I thought it was going to step on me. I don't know how much they hurt me now, by the way. I know 10%, but I don't know like what that would be as far as like... Is it 1? Is it 5? Okay, it's 4. At least for the fire ones. Alright, I'm gonna go down. I thought you were all dead. God damn it. Well, good thing I have it on such a low difficulty. My sweet lord. Maybe I'll be able to beat the first level by the end of stream then. But yeah, there are 3 different bosses for each comic book. And if you can get all 3 of them, you can actually start from the next comic book in. So that's a really helpful thing to know. But the odds of me beating through 1 are pretty slim, much less all 3. But I don't know. I played this a bit on my own time, but it was a while ago. And husband and I are like doing different things now. He got Tales of Mysteria. And he's like, you should really try this. It's really good. But I don't know, like, we've played games in early access before. And that's what Traveler's Rest is. And, like, they forced me to restart my game recently on Traveler's Rest, which isn't really a problem, but sometimes it's just like, okay then. You know, what if I wanted to keep my progress? So, I mean, you know that when you're an early adopter, things go wrong or get different or whatever, sure, but I was also like, no, I don't want to. But yeah, I was playing State of Decay 2, and I just got a quest done, and the whole fucking thing kicked me out. And I was playing before then, and it actually fucking made it so that I had to restart the game because the person I was with I couldn't interact with, and I needed to do that for the quest, so that was kind of a yikes. And here I'm like, well, if it's just restarting, it ain't gonna be too bad, because the game does save fairly often, but then it was like freeze, crash. I'm like, no. Nope. Okay, I get the problem now. So I'm hoping they fix what they broke, because Before they fixed it, it didn't do that on me, so yeah. And for those of you who don't know, oh, this is a weird ass gun. I think, oh shit, I don't remember how to turn my guns back. How do I do that? There's a way to swap guns. I'm just not sure. So if you get a gun you don't like, oh, there's a way to deal with that. I'm trying to just press everything I can. I might have to ask husband because I don't know. I'll figure it out later. How do you swap guns in this one? Because you
I thought it was like a stick click or something.
Oh, it is. Thank you. It's R3 basically. I forgot. That's the only button I didn't try. Of course, was the stick click. Because this gun is really fucking slow. And it's like I played through the Disney Dreamlight Valley when it was early access, and now it's like I don't really care to go back to it. Around the time they added Toy Story, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get back into this shit, and it was like, yeah, no. Okay, this is a mini boss. But yeah, so because of that, I did not deal with it very well. So it all depends on, for me, what the game does. Okay, what is this? I will absorb it. And then I'll absorb that, I guess. Okay, so this is cock blocked off now. But yeah, I really would like to go back to certain games, but then my brain is like, no. Don't do that. Even though, like, there's a lot more in Dreamlight Valley. I think one of the things that really turned me off of Dreamlight Valley after a while is that they said, oh, when you buy it, it's going to keep, like, upgrading, and you're going to get the upgrades, and there's going to be so much content. We're not going to nickel and dime you with every little world. And then after a while, they were like, guess what? We're actually doing that. There's going to be, like, the passes are going to be fine, and here they're just spreading all over like wildfire. And it's like, okay, thank you for lying to me. I'm good with that. Like, I appreciate the lies. I'm good. Okay, I have to kill this thing apparently. I didn't know what it was. This gun might be powerful, but it's so goddamn slow. Oof. I should have swapped back. Okay. Let's go up. You have to hold the stick to go into the hole. Alright. Or you can while you're waiting for someone else anyway. Okay, I'm gonna like... I'm definitely swapping out my damn gun. I don't like this gun. I wish I did. I'm also on the lookout for new music lately. I listen to the like recommended songs on Spotify every Monday to see if there's like anything else I want. Sometimes they steer me right, but most of the time it's like, do you want the same song you've listened to? I'm like, no. Like, very rarely do I find a version of it I like better. But I have a few of them. I have one of the newer duets with Callum Scott. I love Callum Scott. I have another one from Leroy Sanchez. I love his stuff too. We're not taking any risks on the whole. Let's do this. I don't think there's any... I'm not sure if there's any negative issue with taking something you don't finish in this game. But I don't want to, like, put that to the test. There is in the Have a Nice Death game. When you don't do what it says, you have a consequence. Usually it's like, right now you get 10 hit points, but if you don't, like, kill the monsters in the amount of time you agreed upon, then you are gonna have issues. Like, you're gonna take 20 hit points as damage, or you're gonna lose like so much of your money or whatever. Oof, I should have jumped it. I don't know if I could have. That quarter was pretty tight right there. So yeah, I'm looking for different stuff. I don't like a lot of the modern music that's happening now. Like, I should clarify. I should say, like, a good chunk of the music they recommend to me is today's top hits. I'm like, why are you doing this to me? Why is this? I don't know why I don't like some of it. I just don't. When people use sampling, I have problems when there's like the same thing happening. And I know like certain songs are just like, oh, it's the song of the summer because of the beat or because of the lyrics or whatever. And I get that, I do, but there are just certain things like they redid a song. It's a number of years old now. But Annie Lennox's No More I Love Yous. I love that song. And I heard like, what the hell is it? That had it. They used the sound clip from No More I Love Yous. It's a recent female pop star, and I was like, no, just no. Why are you taking away my good songs? Like, and it's like, this is why I like this song, because I liked the old song. If it didn't have this in there, would I like it? And it's like, no, obviously not. So, yeah, kind of heartbreaking when you think about it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I am a slot myself because... okay, I have to hear this, so hang on. I see that you are still as brave as you've always been, but because the creator is losing his faith in you, your powers have now faded, and you need to prove your worth to him. Why would you need to do that? Repeat your greatest accomplishments. Gather resources that will allow you to grow stronger, and the creator will certainly appreciate your perseverance. Remind him what a magnificent warrior you are to dispel his doubts. Okay? Chaos seeps into our universe, but you can stop it. If we push forward, we will meet again. Okay. And then we have a bunch of text messages. Hey, John, how have you been? Hi, Ben, doing okay. Want to grab a burger tomorrow to catch up? Nah, I don't feel like going out. Why? Something wrong? No, just thinking about stuff. Last time we went with the guys, you told me about the awesome research you were doing. Frank mentioned his work with the kids, and Paul said his company would be founding that hospital. I just feel like I could be doing more. But Fury Unleashed is awesome. I bet a lot of people love it and have fun reading it. Yeah, well, thanks for the kind words. But I just don't know if this career was the right choice all those years ago. Oh, man. We really do need to get that lunch. 1 p.m. okay for you? I don't know. Like, let's play this game for a hot minute here. Okay? People need comic books. People need adventures where they can see themselves in an adventure, right? Like, yeah, we can move on. It'll be okay. At least that's my thought on the matter. Don't you need to be able to see the world and know that there are good guys and know that you could be the good guy and stuff? Especially when you're younger, but even when you're older, you need stuff to hold on to, you know? So I don't agree with him necessarily that it's wasteful and stupid. He could run campaigns for different hospitals by using, you know, Fury and, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm, like, overthinking this too hard. It's a video game, but there are good things you can do with everything you do. In between comic books, he can, like, make somebody that can, you know, how do I put this? When the Vietnam War was going on, Mr. Rogers spent his time on his show talking about a fake war in the land of make-believe, but a lot of that was, like, paralleling, like, what was going on with, like, the fears and uncertainty of the Vietnam War, because kids knew there was war going on and they were scared. So he was actually using that as a way to, like, talk to the kids about war without being like, yes, this is war. You know what I'm saying? Okay, ancient power lasers. Let's try impulse guns. I don't think I like those, but let's go. But yeah, so he could talk to kids basically through his comic books or his writing about war, and that's kind of, what Fury could be for those kids, and I don't know. But just to say it wouldn't matter when you can do a lot of good with art and writing and communicating and all this other kind of stuff. Yes. Okay, what do I want from him? Okay, I have to pay for something if I want it. Let's get some armor up in this bitch. Oh boy, oh boy. No, 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 no. Ooh. I don't know. I think we need everybody in this world, kind of, as far as like decent folks just doing their best. There's a place for just decent people. Writing about stuff can help people connect with other people. Reading increases empathy strongly. So if you read about people, even when they're not close to what you know, that you can actually, feel what people are feeling and think about their struggles in their own lives and stuff. It helps you, develop that theory of mind and whatnot. So that's a good thing. And then, people who, like farmers, they grow food and it's a magnificent thing, and that's very helpful. We can talk about farmer subsidies from governments and not growing certain food or dumping certain food when it can go to feed people because capitalism. We could do that, but what I'm saying is, like, we need farmers, we need writers, we need, dancers, we need surgeons, we need everybody on deck. We just do. Everybody has a purpose. And it's not just your occupation, but that too, Oh, shit. Oh. The damn bumper to Luca, god damn it. And that guy takes my life away for some other kind of ability, and we're not giving away our life, our precious blood. We're not doing that. Well, I'd rather give him the spikes instead, obviously. Yeah, I don't know why he would feel like he isn't doing anything. He could totally donate his money to that children's hospital or whatever. He could make children less scared of being sick, give them hope. I don't know, maybe I'm foolish. Well, apparently I have almost zero time between. Meaning I have almost no invincibility window. That's what I was gonna say. And yes, there's an ability to actually see when things are like hidden in the wall. I wonder if I should just move on and try to fight the damn boss. Because if I don't, then I might end up just having less life and then no way to actually get through. Okay, I can't get through this way. God bless me. I wonder if there was a trap scale I should have toggled downward, but I digress. Okay. Up. Alright. Yeah, we need all hands on deck because everybody is important. And, like, we're talking about value to people and who you are, and it's like, some people can help a friend who is sad get through their sadness, and that's important. There are a lot of ways that people are important and how things happen and whatnot. Auto turret, sure. I love auto turrets normally. But, you know, sometimes I think about, like, life, and if we ever had to start, like, a new planet, I wouldn't be accepted on there because I would be considered, like, having no value, basically. And it's like, what makes a human being have value? But it's like, 1, 2, 3, not it in that kind of, like, situation. It's kind of, oh my god, too many bosses. It's kind of like when people were doing triage and stuff for the pandemic, and it was like, when you're triaging, you take people with the best outcomes, but that's not just the best outcome, it's who has the best chance at a good life or a full life. So, kill 3 different bosses, yeah. So yeah, there are people who are going to be like, well, what is your quality of life, even if you get through this illness? And it's like, okay, like, what am I supposed to say to that, you know? People think that I live a certain way and that I have X thing and don't have Y thing, and that's it. Like I said, empathy. One of the things I wanted to talk about, and it's a very, very serious thing since we're sliding into hell anyway, is Canada's medically assisted in dying program. They expanded it a while ago, which I think I told you about. I don't know if you know this, but like in 2022, I think it was, their program was the 5th highest responsibility for death. So it was the top 5. I need to read this and then we'll get back to it. The creator crafted each weapon and piece of armor you wear. You are his favored child, Fury, but his thoughts are poisoned from within and without. He wants to feel better, but only makes himself worse. It is clear from the monolith of Revelation that we still have much work to do before his doubts are dispelled. Keep fighting, hero. There is still hope. Oh, I have to, like, keep going. Never mind. Hold on. Comments for new Fury Unleashed issue out. LOL, really? Anybody's still reading this? Same stuff over and over again. Boring. Actually, you'll see the second comic book is pretty different, and so is the third. I'm gonna unleash it down the toilet right after I unleash you know what. Fury was cool when I was a kid. Still have the old issues somewhere, but yeah, it's been trash recently. Sure, I'll bury it. Can't be much worse than the last one, or I'll buy it. Can't be worse than the last one, right? Right? You know, I understand that, like, but here's the thing. Writers get bad reviews. They get critical reviews all the time. Either jealous people or people who shit on stuff, or, like, there are a variety of reasons people leave bad reviews. It's only 99 cents? How the fuck old is this comic book? Anyway, Fury finally reached the source of the evil creatures that stalked the jungle and awakened Aztec God. Then, she just needed to kill him. How dare you interrupt me? The Aztec God wasn't happy about that idea. No, really? Okay. Okay, no. Okay, hold on. 1 second. Ow. I don't think I can actually bomb it, because I think the bombs will just fall off. Maybe? Maybe? Okay. Oh, my sore asshole. Okay. Good thing I have it on, like, the easiest difficulty possible, or I'd be dead by now. Oh, fuck me and that shield. I want that shield, dude. Goddamn. Okay. Sucked it up like Kirby. I will take that gun. I forgot how to swap. But sure, we'll do it. Okay, and then the dialogue says, the rest of you can probably read it without this, but I can't. The evil god falls, defeated by Fury's might. Okay, how can a mere mortal prove to be so powerful? His death brings an end to the other corrupt creatures of the jungle. The world is safe for the time being. our hero can rest, knowing it won't be long before a new threat arose. Okay. Wait, did I read the middle panel here? Yep. And then we go to the Crimson Dusk, which is a certain period. World War II, a secret Nazi military base. Neo-Nazi organizations from the future are trying to change the course of history. The invention of time travel allowed them to send blueprints of future technology back in time. Wouldn't you... I'm gonna be an asshole here. But if you could time travel, wouldn't you send more than just blueprints back to World War II? Let's say you wanted the other side to win. Wouldn't you tell them, like, all the mistakes, you know, Germany made? And, like, all the things the Allies did to actually, you know, not have utter genocide the world over? Like, anyway. Fortunately, Fury could use the same trick to put an end to the nefarious plan. Okay. That is nice, but you get what I'm saying, I hope. Top secret underground Nazi weapon facilities. If I fail, all will be lost. I mean, it's a good idea, but like I said, wouldn't they just be like, well... Okay, now Mr. Doodlebop is back. Hang on. This victory was truly magnificent, Fury. It is clear your wrath is his divine gift. Alas, it is not enough to restore order. His great mind is now fraught with doubts. He turns away from his creations. Look to the monolith of Revelation. It tells a painful truth. But perhaps it is not too late. The adventure is even more dangerous than the last, but you must overcome the challenge. Okay, and it says, Fury Unleashed 152 review. I don't want to be too hard on the author of Fury Unleashed, so I'll end the review here. The series used to be great, and it was very influential on a lot of us, but those times are gone. It's probably high time Fury calm down and go on her well-deserved and long overdue retirement. So the monolith is a large cell phone. I would understand that. Maybe a tablet. But yeah, I get why Fury is like would seem antiquated, but by the same token, things like that are just, I don't know, there are ways to inject things in there. But yeah, when he's like, I want to be able to do like certain things, and I'm like, you can though? Like, can I move through bullets? I don't think so. Okay, let's go. Sure, I'll equip it. I don't know what it is. I could have just fucked me there. I have no idea. But yeah, I would have actually not just sent back the stuff for what the technology would be, but also like what the Allies would have done. I mean, I don't want to say what good is it, but it would be much more helpful to know what your enemy had planned all the way along, you would think. They could anticipate every single move. I mean, I'm glad that can't fucking happen. And there are a lot of alternative history things lately in the movies and books about, you know, what would have happened if, like, the South would have won the Civil War? What would have happened if World War I turned out a different way, etc., etc.? And I'm just like, I'm glad I don't live in those places. I'm sorry, but, like, anybody who's, like, a certain type of people are not worthy of life or the same rights or whatever, people like me get fucked. Like, and even if it weren't about me, it would still suck ass because I believe that everybody is equal. And I believe that, you know, things are much better when we are together and we are diverse. And there are so many reasons for that. Our culture is so much better when it's diverse. When we are a melting pot. Immigration is actually good for our economy. People don't want to believe that, but it's true. We're not going to give a small thing or a large thing. Because if I do that, it takes my money, and guess what? Guess what, Shelpers? It doesn't actually do that much good. It's like 10% chance on crit or whatever. I'd have to pump that thing like a slot machine to get it to do any good. But yeah, anyway. I don't want to be in a world where people aren't equal. I mean, I guess I live in one now, but you get what I'm saying. In a more divided, worse world. I mean, there are people who are still talking about, like, skull shape for different, like, people, and some people are smarter and some people are more violent because of where they were born or who. No. I'm sorry, no. Everybody is an individual, and yes, things contribute to their behavior, but skin color is not one of them. I don't even know why I'd have to fucking say that. It's so fucking sad that I do. But I've been seeing a lot of stuff on Twitter lately talking about, like, the skull shape of, like, white people versus, like, Latinas, and yeah, no, that's all bullshit. It's all bunk. It's people wanted to be superior, and they wanted to find reasons why they would be, why people like them would be. Guess what? They've been trying for fucking centuries. It hasn't really worked out. And do you want to know why it hasn't worked out? Because it's utter fucking bullshit. You know, people are good, people are bad, doesn't matter the color, doesn't matter anything. Doesn't matter the gender, it just doesn't. I have met some of the worst assholes who are women, some of the nicest guys who are men, and vice versa. It's almost like we're all people, and some people are good and some people aren't. Some people are smarter and some people aren't, but that doesn't have anything to do with that. We're all just the same thing. We're just wrapped up different. Yes, we're gonna take a new bomb. So no, I wouldn't want to live in a world like that. But yeah, immigration's actually good for our economy. It is. People say it's not, but it is. And we could argue about, like, the type of immigration and people who come over through less than legal means or whatever, but it's so goddamn hard to immigrate legally. And, okay, let's say America goes to shit. Let's just use, again, me as an example, because I know more about, like, disability and stuff like that than I do other things. America is, like, one of the only countries that actually allows people with disabilities to be refugees and stuff. Like, Canada would not take my ass. Like, if the world went to hell and, like, America was a cesspit, and I mean, like, bad cesspit, I wouldn't be able to move to Canada or Australia. They don't allow that. Because I would be considered a burden unless I, like, won the lottery first, where I was an independent millionaire. And then I could choose where I wanted to go. Then that would be different. Otherwise, no. Not at all. And I don't know how many people understand that or know that, but it's a thing. Like, where you are is pretty much where you're trapped, except in a few instances. At least immigration. I'm not sure if they would be like, oh, you're an injured, like, person who was, like, injured from a bomb in your own country. You know, is there, you know, are we not going to take you in? But for the most part, I can't immigrate anywhere else. Even if I did want to get out of the country I was in, because most people don't take people like me. Most places don't. So getting back to MAID, medically assisted in dying, it used to be that it was only for people with terminal illnesses. You know, you had cancer, you had 6 months to live, you had, like, extremely, like, severe and aggressive, like, MS, where they knew it was going to be only a matter of time before, you know, you just stop breathing and you wanted to go out on your own without, like, being drugged up all the way to your deathbed. And you made that decision. They would be able to confirm it with different doctors, but ultimately, if you were considered, like, yes, this is what you had, yes, it was terminal, blah, 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 yes, it was, you know, wouldn't take long to, let's say, have you die of it, then you could file for medically assisted in dying. Well, they decided in their infinite wisdom to expedite the process to people who are not terminal. So people who are just disabled, mentally ill, etc. And the thing is, after they expanded it, Canada also made it so that people who were on programs, that they were, a lot of things were like cut back or taken away. So it's very hard to get on disability in any country, basically. Disability benefits, even in places like Canada. So they make it really hard to get on, and then they start tapering it back. So imagine you need like a hospital bed in your house to properly sleep. All of a sudden, they won't pay for your hospital bed. Say you need in-home health care to actually get up through the day. So, like, you needed somebody to get you up and get you a shower and whatnot. Well, tough shit. They're not having people come in anymore. Say you need a mobility aid. They're not going to pay for your mobility aid. Now you can't go outside. Like, that's what it started with, is all of a sudden these programs started getting cut back. And one of the things they did is when you were miserable and like slowly dying of infections because you couldn't have nursing care come out and help you with your wounds, or you couldn't afford clean catheters yourself and they weren't going to provide them for you, they offered you medically assisted in death, but not therapy, not a ramp up so you can leave your house, not this, that, and the other. And that's the issue. They started taking away programs and assistance for disabled and elderly people. And instead they were like, well, you know what? There is death. Well, there is death. We will fully pay for that. And it is no coincidence that it came around the time that they had been expanding it, especially through the pandemic period, when you have so many people who are struck with long COVID. It's no coincidence that happened. Another mini boss. Okay, let's go. Hi. Hi, Dan. How are you doing? Thank you. I hope you're doing okay. I was just giving a monologue about medically assisted in dying in Canada, and how conveniently that all happened after like COVID happened, and they're starting to like take away programs, and yeah. I should stick to talking about more pleasant shit, I guess. This is called Fury Unleashed. It's a roguelike. I love it. Right, death is cheap. Yup. So they actually would do that. They would take away people's like therapy and mobility aids and stuff like that. Stuff they need to have a good life, or at least, you know, a passable one. And then they'd be like, but we have death for you instead. And isn't your life miserable now that we don't actually give you anything you need to survive? Okay then, sure. And some of the states are actually following this guidebook now. So it's getting kind of nasty and it's getting kind of rough. I mean, I've always said, and this is true, if you want to know where the timeline is for fascism, or where you need to like look for all the signs, trans people and disabled people are the canaries in the coal mine. If you ever wonder, like, oh, is this getting too bad? Like, is this getting too dangerous for other people and other things? Yeah, just look at disabled people and trans people. Where they legislate us out of existence, where they try to find ways to rid themselves of us, where they talk about us being criminals, etc., 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 etc. If you ever need to ask yourself, where is this going? Just see what they're legislating slowly against trans and disabled people. And that will really help you find out. We're a very good litmus test Or what the fuck is going on? Oh shit. Oh my god, no! I have it on easy, so I'll be able to kill it, but oh my god. Ass ram. Okay, that thing needs to die. Okay, yep. Okay, no way out of this room, so let's pick our prize and leave. Okay, there we go. So yeah, that's my thing to you. And see, the thing about it is, it's harder to say, oh yeah, disabled people are just moochers and we should just kill them. It's very hard for the government to just come out and say that, especially because so many people are disabled, know somebody who is disabled. The idea of charity often comes with disabled people. Like, oh, of course we should do more. Think of the disabled people, you know? So they can't exactly be like, by the way, we should just, have everything better and not deal with these types of people anymore. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So it's not as easy just to say that about disabled people as it is to be like, oh, trans people this and trans people that. It's easy to say, well, this person is wrong because you don't agree with them, and that because you can't imagine this thing, that means they're deviants and whatnot, and they're not, of course. It's all bullshit. We all know this. But it's easy to make people who are different scapegoats. But it's harder to make a disabled person a scapegoat. I mean, yeah, Hitler did it. Called us useless eaters, which I've heard some of the far right in America use that terminology. Bless their little hearts. But yeah. It's something. But most of the time that rhetoric doesn't fly with most people. Most regular people don't see that as a thing. Most regular people, don't care if two consenting adults get married. Like gay marriage, most regular people are just like, okay, yeah, it's two adults getting married, so what? Most adult people don't care. Most normal, not weird adults are like, okay, yeah, it's just two adults getting married, sure. And that's one of the things I have trouble with people with trans healthcare, is people lie so readily about trans healthcare. Oh, the 6-year-olds are having surgeries. No, they're fucking not. Don't fucking lie. I have to zoom in and read this. Hold on. The monolith speaks yet again, and it brings dire news. The creator's doubts grow ever stronger. If you'll take heroic effort, take heroic effort to make him remember why he loves you, Fury. This will be no easy task. Go and strike down the enemy that awaits you if you can. I will be watching, and I will seek you out if you succeed. Hopefully I will have better news then. Yeah, I'm hoping I can actually defeat some of this stuff. Okay, hold on. I think I was still zoomed in. Yeah, I was. Okay. Hey, Kate. Like I mentioned, I'd like to try a new direction with Fury. Branch out a bit. People seem to hate where the series is now, but I'm a bit out of ideas at the moment. I'd rather delay the new issue and think about it some more. Surely we can let people wait a little longer, right? Let me know what you think. Hi, John. I get what you're saying, and I understand that you'd like more time, but you've been in the business too long to act like you don't understand how deadlines work. Please have the new issue ready on time, and maybe we can talk further about what to do with Fury. Okay? So his editor didn't like that. He looks... Yeah, he does look sane, doesn't he? I thought that was maybe like a representation of like the writer being like really frazzled or something. I don't know. Oh, we're to our second boss. Let's see if I can do it. I have it on piss easy, so Fury had almost reached the command center of the military base. Destroying it would bring the course of history back on track. Okay. There was just one rather large obstacle left to overcome. Yep, they're really, really bad. Oh dear God. Okay, no. No, please. Fuck you. No. Okay, thank you. Okay. Nope. I should be using my fucking thing, but I'm not. For those of you keeping track at home, my fucking thing is actually the, yeah, that. The dodge button. Okay, come on. Come on. I can patty cake this, I just don't think it's a good idea. Fuck me. Okay, hold on. Oh. We're like half dead though, that's not great. Okay, first boss on that one. Now the page says... The Nazis' ultimate weapon of destruction was destroyed. The entire base descended into chaos. Future technology would no longer be a threat to the Allied forces, though the war still had to be won. Fury's work was done, which is nice in a way, but it's like you couldn't have told like the Allies what was going on like at all anyway. When we first saw the alien mothership orbiting Earth, we thought they had come in peace. We can now say with full certainty we were overly optimistic. I guess so. Turns out they were in the early phases of staging a full-scale invasion. Okay. They had an army, but we had Fury. Their overconfidence would cost them dearly. I suppose it would. We'll see. Fine. I'm not going to be able to do whatever they wanted me to do. It doesn't matter, but... Mr. Doodlebop is back. Okay. Fury, you made it this far, good. But the monolith of Revelation shows that that time is running out. Listen, the chaos that infested your universe has a source, and I can lead you to it. Relive this last story, brave the foes that await you, and reach the conclusion. I will await you there and show you what needs to be done to bring back balance. Okay. And now it says... Hi, I was always upfront with you ever since we started working together, so I'll be direct now as well. Fury's in a bad place. The sales of the last issue are horrible, and the reviews, well, best not read them. I think it might be high time to retire the character, maybe just do one more as a send-off. You're a very talented guy, and I don't want you to leave you hanging, so I was thinking maybe you could switch to doing art for one of the other series. It might be a good change of pace for you. Heck, maybe we could even feature Fury as a cameo at some point down the line. Let me know, Kate. I appreciate the offer. I'll take some time to think it through. She was the one that basically was like, no, I don't want you to think about this. I want you to get it done. And then she's like, you know what? Me rushing you made it suck, didn't it? But it's your fault it sucked because I rushed you. That's kind of ballsy there, Katie. I must say, I appreciate a woman with cojones. But Jesus Christ. I would have fucking, like, fled into the sun. I totally would have put her on heat. Ah, shit. 'Cause yikes. But yeah, just imagine you had told people, you know what, this isn't going well. I need to not do this for a while. And they were like, you have to. And then when it wasn't going well, they were like, you know what, this is all your fault. Just the balls. But anyway, back to trans kids. Okay? Nobody is giving a 6-year-old, that I know of anyway, and I know more about this than a lot of people do because reasons, surgeries. What they do first is called social transition. And social transition is just, hey, do you think you're a boy? Okay, we can call you a nickname. Okay, we can make sure you get your hair cut a certain way. Okay, you want to play with like trucks instead of Barbie dolls? Like, okay, like we can do that. You know, it's that kind of thing. It's called social transition. It is not anywhere like cutting off any body parts, putting more on, etc. It's just not. I'm sorry, it isn't. I don't know what people think, but sometimes I think they really want it to be like that. But the point of this is it's not about the kids. And some people do feel for the children, but it ultimately is not about the kids because they use kids as the door. And I will explain how. So I'm going to take you on another verbal diversion, as I often do. Okay, in my county, whatever that is, you know the state I live in, infancy. Okay, so our schools are having the problem with book censorship. And people can be like, oh, well, it's not really banning because you can still get them at the public library and stuff. Okay, so they took out certain books out of the schools. Okay, so they did. And there's a whole thing I could get into with like how books are chosen for what specific ages, yada, 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 forever, infinity. You know how I can talk. But anyway, so even though these books were looked at for the age groups they were given in and everything is picked for a reason and blah, 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 they took them out. So, okay, we won't go down that route because we need to get down this other route. So they were like, well, you know, if you want this book, then you can get it out of the public library. Well, that's great, but it isn't here because they say, okay, if we took the books out of the school library, that's not banning. You can still buy them, can't you? And then they'll be like, you can get them out of the public library. That's not banning. You can still buy them, even if they're not there. Okay, so they start this bullshit off, basically. If you can buy them, if you can get them out of the public library. Okay, so one of our rural schools shares a library with the public library in that tiny little ass town. So imagine it's called Aspen. Imagine Aspen has like 500 people. So the grade school of Aspen shares a library space with the public library of Aspen. Okay, we hear, good, cool. So by taking out some of these books out of the Aspen School Library, we removed them from the Aspen Public Library. Right? Because it shares space. So then Aspen says to the other libraries, the other public libraries around the area, hey, we got these books out of the Aspen Public Library. We should be able to take these books out of your public libraries too. Because it started with think of the children. Let's get that bad influence, whatever, out of the school. And it went into Aspen School Hybrid, whatever. And finished up with a lovely bullshit. Hey, now that we got it out of one public library, there's precedence to get it out of all the public libraries. Okay, there has to be something. Okay, yeah, there is. So there is a shield generator. So that's what I mean by it's never truly about the children. It starts with the children because most people can agree children need protecting. Children are innocent. So it starts with think of the children. Just enough to get you to agree to it. And then it backslides. So that's what we're getting at with trans healthcare. Okay, so trans healthcare, when kids are young, they social transition. Different name, different haircut, different clothes. Which is, none of that is permanent, okay? Hair grows back. You can change your clothes. None of that is permanent. Social transition is just where you test out who you might want to be in the future. And then after a certain period of time, let's say when the kid is about ready to hit puberty, and if they're still like, yeah, I'm still a boy, and then you're like, are you sure? And they're like, yeah, then you can talk about puberty blockers. And puberty blockers do what they say on the board. They block puberty. Now, before anybody comes at me and goes, oh, they have side effects. They have about the same side effects as late puberty. So if that kid would have went through puberty at, say, age 16 instead of age 13, the side effects are still pretty much like that. Like low bone density and stuff. Okay? But every medication has side effects. Sometimes the risk of side effects are worth not having it done. I have a heart pill that main on-label use is blood pressure. Because of this, because I don't have high blood pressure, that can sometimes cause me to have low blood pressure, fainting spells, etc. Possibly. But is my heart condition worse than the potential side effects? Yes, it is. And that's the point. It's about what is the greater good. So, anyway, puberty blockers. If the kid decides, you know what, I'm really not that boy I thought I was, I'm really a girl, or I'm just a masculine girl or whatever, they take that child off of puberty blockers, bam, they go through normal puberty. They go through a later puberty, but they can still go through a normal fucking puberty. It's not something that can't be reversed yet, okay? So, since we're playing the game of this, that, and the other, that means when the child's in their teens, they're probably on blockers. And then after a while on blockers, they can decide on hormone replacement therapy. But usually, with few exceptions, there are some, kids under 18 don't generally undergo gender-affirming surgeries. Like breast reduction, breast implants, etc., etc. And as a matter of fact, all of you screaming about trans healthcare, a fair amount of teenage girls, cis, meaning non-trans, thank you, Elon, for considering that a slur, you motherfucker. Teenage girls, cis teenage girls, will ask their parents for a boob job because they're very insecure about their breast size. I don't see you screaming about those 16-year-olds who want double Ds and whose parents pay for them on their 16th, 17th birthday, that these girls shouldn't be getting those. I mean, if you're talking about gender-affirming care being wrong and stuff for anyone under 18, that would be bad too, no? I don't hear you screaming about that. But anyway, let's move on here. So let's say for the sake of argument, they're like, no transing any kid below 18. Okay? So you don't. Just follow me on this one. Just for a second, follow me on this one. So that kid is not allowed to be who they are the whole time because you're uncomfortable or because there is a very small percentage of trans youth that regrets being trans. Like, they detransition. Although most detransitioners, it's societal pressure, it's not being able to get the right health care, etc. It's not regretting that they changed their gender from one to the other. It's because of how people treated them. So just think about that for a minute. Hold on, I gotta read this and we'll get back to it. Fury, you are so close to the source of chaos now. Only this next foe stands in your way. This will not be easy, but it needs to be done. The creator needs you. You risked your life many times before. Can you stand up to the challenge again? For his sake, I hope you can. Okay, what does the monolith say? Hey Ben, sorry for lashing out today. You deserve better. Don't mention it, man. You're clearly super stressed. Yeah, well, Fury's falling apart and I'm falling apart with it. Nobody cares about the stories anymore, and they're right. I can barely force myself to look through the old issues. Was it always garbage? What does that say about me? I don't know what to say. You used to love it. What changed? I think I grew up, but Fury never did. Maybe it's time to just move on. No, I think you're suffering from burnout and, listening to your haters and stuff, my dude. If you would have had an editor that would have gave you more time and shit, it wouldn't be like this. But anyway, so getting back to it, I'm going to allow you. What if we didn't have anybody transition till they were 18? Okay? Well, now that you did that, people are like, well, you can't really buy a beer till you're 21. Should you really be able to get hormones when you're not 21? And then so they'll move the age to 21. See what's happening here? See how this is moving? See it? It's going before your eyes. It's kind of like a very sick form of prestidigitation. And then they'll move it back to 21. And then they'll say, or they'll just go right for the jugular, which is, people aren't psychologically crystallized as to who they are until their mid-20s. So you obviously can't tell if you're a boy or a girl, or neither, or both, whatever, until you're at least in your mid-20s. So no transitional anything until you're in your mid-20s. And then when you hit your mid-20s, and you're like, well, yeah, I'm still trans, but now I had to go through all this, awful experience of, growing up in a body that wasn't mine, or that I didn't want, or whatever, right? They're going to be like, well, you know what? If you were really trans, you would have hated it the whole time. And if you would have hated it the whole time, you would have tried to transition anyway. The fact that you didn't go against the law and try harder means that you didn't really want to transition. And they'll just basically school you so far down the line, it's just basically no transition. And how they get you there is the kids. How they got Aspen there was, for the books, was the kids. That's how they get you there. It starts off with the kids because they know people want to protect children. And it ends with nobody is trans. We will accept nobody being trans. No trans healthcare. No trans rights. It's be in the closet, you motherfucker, because we don't think you're normal. And we don't like you. And that's how they start it. They do it because they do it with think of the children. So there you go. That is legit how it goes. I promise you that is precisely how it goes. I don't want it to be, but it is. That is how they do it. It's the same thing with, really what right-wing people when they talk about, freedom of speech. They talk about how great freedom of speech is and stuff, and then when they're alone and on their podcasts, and I don't remember which person this was, so forgive me, they actually say, we don't really believe in free speech. What they want is the freedom to say what they want and to utilize it. And then when they quote-unquote win, they want to shut it down. So, I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. That's how this goes. And how do I know that's how it goes? Because I've seen it. I've seen people walk back certain issues and certain things. I've seen people already trying the whole, well, can we really trust that they're trans if they're not in their mid-20s because you don't know your own mind for sure? Yeah, I've seen it happen. I've already seen it happen, fam. Okay, come on. Please don't die. Please don't die. We're so close to the end boss. We could have just ran for it. Oh, fuck my ass. Okay. And I have no special Uzi gun. Okay, hold on. Okay, good. Okay, life. I don't have enough of it, but I will try. Oh, shit. Oh, I have to get an item. Okay. Okay, I need to go up and over. But yeah, I'm not kidding. That's how this happens. Think of the children really does become, we're going to just use that to take it away from everybody. And I wish they wouldn't, because that means it's disingenuous. We're protecting children rhetoric is highly disingenuous then, isn't it? It means we just don't want anybody to be anything we don't want to be. We don't want anybody to read what we don't want them to read. It's just highly disingenuous. Children are just the door to which they can get what they want. And it's sick and disturbing and disgusting. It's kind of like how I find people screaming about, like, pro-life issues as a horrifying thing when they also say to these people, but it's not my responsibility to pay for your kids' school lunches. It's not my responsibility to pay for these kids' health care. Then what is it you want? You don't want these kids to have a full life then? Well, it's not my responsibility. Well, then don't force somebody to have something. I don't know what else to tell you on that one. It just seems more common to me to think that way. If I wanted pro-life, I would be like, let us feed the children. Let us take care of the children. Anyway, I digress. Over the years, Fury has learned to expect the unexpected, but the danger she faced this time was off the scale. Nevertheless, it had to be dealt with. I don't know if I'm defeating this monster. Because, yeah. I don't know. Fuck that. No. Oh my god, fuck that. No, I'm standing in the zone, auto zone. God damn it. No, fuck. Okay, hold on. Please. Please. This gun is, like, hardly shooting anything. I don't think we're gonna make it. I don't have any, like, refill of my anything either. Oh, no. Okay, it's moving slower, but I don't think that's gonna make it. I can't base tank everything. Toluca, don't do it. Okay, come on. I'm almost there. Okay, that's one. I don't know if they're gonna make me do everything in this. The only way I can do this is to be on the easiest of easy, but we're gonna ignore that. We're gonna ignore that. Okay, I just killed that thing. Okay, hold on. Once again, Fury emerged victorious from a fight that seemed impossible. It made the aliens reconsider their intentions. If one human could fight so fiercely, they would never risk taking on the whole of mankind. They made the right choice. Fury totally ensured that. Okay, let's look at this. What is this now? This is the unfinished comic book, I think. That's what it seems like. You have arrived. Welcome, Fury. Welcome to my realm. Okay? I need this. I'm sorry, everybody. Surprised? You shouldn't be. After all, you were never very bright. The Shroud are strong silent type, so easy to manipulate. Look to the monolith one last time before you are trapped here forever. Oh, hero. See how you have failed your creator. Hey everyone, there is no easy way to say this, so I'll just give it to you straight. The next issue is going to be the last. I've spent 20 years trying to make Fury's adventures as exciting and interesting as I could, but that well has finally run dry. Believe me when I say it's as disappointing to me as it is to you, if not more, but it's a personal decision that I feel had to be made. I'll be taking a break from social media and the like, so don't expect further details anytime soon. Thanks for understanding. I need this back. Okay, hold on. Having to keep your adventure going for all this time has exhausted him. He's ready to move on. Ready to return to his roots. To me, I am his first creation. I thought that would be what they would say. Like his baby. Born when he used to draw things just for his satisfaction. Because of you, drawing has turned into a chore for him. It is you who made him unhappy. No, it's not being able to fix burnout and whatnot. Hi, Sho, how are you? But after I'm done with you, you will never again occupy his thoughts. Prepare to die, Fury. Oh, hell. Oh, hell. No. Oh, God, I got a laser cannon. Okay, nope. Nope, no, shit. Doesn't look like I can damage him hardly. Oh, God, I'm gonna die. No. Fuck me. Dude. Wrong one, wrong one. Please remember to use the boost. Fuck this. I'm not gonna live. Ah, man. I got so close. I got so close. Well, I guess it's good you're hanging in there. I don't know what else to say to that. Sometimes life just kicks us in the balls. Grants you more time before your combo ends. Allows you to fast travel to a previous frame. Yes, I need this. Oh, I can't get it yet. Okay. I need this, I guess, before this. That's helpful. Okay. I need more life, apparently. I need more life. I'm horrible with life. I need a lot more life. Okay. There we go. And now we have to go back. Oh, wait. We can start from here. I thought we'd have to go start from the beginning because we normally do. Okay. But I have the basic shit now, so... Oh, wait. Okay. I can't actually slash anything. I can only, I can't use my gun here. I can only, slash. I'm not sure why, but... I wonder if his creation is the one drawing this shit. Ah! Fuck you. Okay, I can't duck down. I can't duck Dynasty. Ow. I wonder why I can't move my gun. Okay, we can go now. Okay. Hold still. It's harder for me to see black and white, so this might not work so well. Oh, fuck me. Nope. Not yet, anyway. Oh, shit. This ain't great. Not optimal, as I always tell husband. This is not optimal. Alright. I think there's a way down from here. There is. Okay. I wonder if we're descending into the pits of hell. Ah, goddammit. I really gotta learn how to dodge things better. Good thing this has like a super easy mode. I would have been dead like 18 years ago already. Fury would have never have grown up into the strong, independent woman she is. Alright, let's go. Okay. Whoa. I kind of like this idea where not necessarily the fact that the first creation is being a bitch, but like being in an unfinished comic book, like giving it the kind of like revival. Would be interesting if this were like a whole like comic book series. Like this is the comeback of Fury. In other words. But yeah, I decided I'm not going to finish Have a Nice Death. Because when I won't go to get the true ending, it's so much harder with the medallion. it increases everything's difficulty with mini bosses and real bosses, that I was just like, I'm looking it up online, fuck this. We all know video games are not my strong suit, I just like them. So I thought it would behoove me to just do it that way. I am counting down the days to Halloween already. Because Halloween, like the 1st of October, kicks off like through February for us, because we have a private Christmas, and oh no, please tell me I can shoot my gun now. I cannot shoot my gun now. Are you joking? How do I stab this thing? Okay, up in the head. Oh my god, I can't even figure out where he's shooting me from. My ass is a trash can. God damn it. How am I supposed to do this? I didn't think I wouldn't be able to use my gun for this. Oh god, I didn't angle my fucking... Yeah, okay. I'm an idiot. I'm not sure why I can't use my gun. I could use my gun on the boss when I got here last time in the black and white world. I don't know if I'm just like running into a glitch or if I'm just ridiculous. Okay, here we go. More lore. 1 second. Oh, that's why I couldn't use my gun. I'm funny. I think I still had it on the zoom in. Oh, god damn it. Okay, anyway. Ah, stupid. Okay. Hi, you probably don't remember this, but we met at a convention a few years ago. I took your autograph on issue 72, Yay for Vikings, and we chatted a bit. It was my first time at a convention, and your signing panel was the primary reason I took the plunge and came. Good thing I did, too, because I met my now wife there. I am sharing my love for it with my son. He loves the character and can't get enough of him. Sure, he might be a bit too young for it, but I only show him the lighter stuff. I can't wait until he's old enough to appreciate all of Fury's adventures. He made this drawing yesterday and asked me to pass it on. So I hope the letter finds you well and puts a smile on your face. Tim and Miranda and Liam. That's so cute. Let's get in here. Okay, can I shoot my gun now? I can. Okay, I was being silly. Sigh. Okay. Anyway, what I was doing was the same thing I did with the Have a Nice Death game a few days ago, where I was literally just zooming in and not zooming back out to play the game. I died in the zombie game recently too, doing that same stupid thing. Because sometimes when it's zoomed out, it looks like the exact same proportions. And it's not. Oh god, okay, okay. Not like it's gonna save me. But I might have like a 5% better chance of getting through some of this shit. Okay, there's a wizard up there. There we go, whack-a-mole. But yeah, I'm playing Dave the Diver on Thursday again. It's gonna be Monday and Thursday for a while, Shelpers. I think that'll be like the best way to go about it. Tomorrow we were thinking about going to the movie theater and watching Deadpool, but I think we're gonna just hit the grocery store. I don't have like too many options when it comes to like where I use my energy. And it's better for husband when I go to the store with him. I can help him carry stuff home and whatnot. Some in my backpack on my wheelchair, and then some I can use my free arm, because one good thing about using a power wheelchair is that you have the ability to use one of your arms to do other things with. So when you use a manual, you can't. When I was young, I really pressed for not having a manual wheelchair, or still having a manual. They wanted me to have a power chair for a very long time when I was a kid, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to lose my mobility and my range of motion in my arms and whatnot, but it actually worked out for the better that I did. Because you can travel more with a power chair as far as like in person, not in a vehicle. In a vehicle, If you don't have the right vehicle, a power chair is harder because it's so goddamn heavy and everything. Yeah, I'm going out to the store with him. And yeah, I can use my arm, my free arm. My sister, she has a really hard time with the one that's free for her. Because they always put your joystick on your power side, even if you have both your arms of decent use. So, but hers is not as functional. So I'm like, you don't have to worry about carrying. And she's like, well, I want to. I'm like, okay. So we load her up. You'll see oftentimes people in wheelchairs have a really big backpack or whatever on the back of their chair. That's so we can haul all our shit. I always have like a duffel bag. And my mom one year, she bought me in middle school a hiker's backpack, thinking that it would last a while. Now in middle school, they didn't want me to take time to go out to my locker to actually get stuff done. So they would be like, just carry it all in your backpack. And within a few months, that was wrecked. Yeah, my sister is right. Left doesn't function either. My right is my worst one, but it's still functional. Not as well as I would fucking like, but I've never been able to compare it with somebody else's wrong side, off side, whatever you want to call it. But I do know, like I said, that I was going to be right-handed, and then I taught myself to be left-handed. And I'm not the only person who said that with cerebral palsy, where it looked like you would have been one-handed and then you actually taught yourself the other way. Because I was actually reading a book called, it was about the disfigured fairy tales and stuff. So it was about disability, disfigurement and fairy tales by a Canadian author, and she was talking about, part of it was about fairy tales, part of it was about like her diagnosis and stuff of cerebral palsy when she was young, and her doctor actually wrote notes about how it looked like she had been training her other side to compensate, and I did the same thing. I did the same fucking thing. So that was actually interesting. I also bit my nails at a really, really young age too, though. Oh, cool. I got my last one at a thrift store. It was like a baseball team duffel bag or something that I got. I always need like a large duffel on the back of me. I carry home gallons of milk and whatnot. My sister's backpack isn't as big as mine. But you know, certain things don't work for certain chairs. I'm not really happy with the handles on my current wheelchair because it's kind of like a bar in the back instead of handles. I don't even know where I am on this damn map anymore. Okay, over here in the corner. But yeah, I have a really large duffel. It works out the best. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we just stick with the strap till it works. Because that's basically what I can do for mine. But for the longest time, I had a really bad backpack. Because I use everything till it has holes in it. It's about being poor, you know. But yeah, it was nice. My favorite thrift store is out of town now, though. So if I need a new one, I don't know where I'm going to get it from. We'll have to see. Because one time I bought one from Walmart and it was just not good. It looked like it would have been good for my wheelchair and it just, nope. So, because I can't have anything too saggy. Okay, so that isn't gonna stop it from moving. Oh boy. No, you motherfucker, no. I am really sad that I didn't get to do much for last month. But that's okay. My sister was gonna make a cup, and I was gonna make jewelry and stuff. But we didn't get to do the Disability Pride thing. It's not like we live in a community that would actually have like a parade or anything. Not like I like to go out in big crowds right now anyway, with COVID being as bad as it is, but... Fuck. Okay, alright. Hopefully we get a bunch of life back. No life whatsoever. Thank you, Lord. This is what I wanted. Oh yeah, I read about that. That sucked. Maybe, you can, like, make one and then that way you'll have it ready for the next time. Then again, requirements change and stuff. Dear Mr. Kowalski, I'm a longtime fan who would like to share a quick story with you. Fury Unleashed number 26 is the first issue of the comic book I read and remains my favorite. That cover with Fury and the spaceship lifting off the surface of the Earth moved my imagination and further fueled my already substantial interest in space. It was an inspiration, and I kept that cover as a memorandum, goddamn it, since. You could say the story has now come full circle because my interest led me to a career with the space agency, and surprise, the attached photo was made from the space station. I've sent this letter as soon as I had the picture developed. I hope Fury continues for many more years and inspires others to dream big the same way it inspired me. Flight engineer Philip Flip Morrison. Awesome. See, he did a lot of good with his series. I think when we're inundated with Burnout and a bunch of other stuff, that it can really get a hold of us. Okay. Can I move? No, I have to actually move manually. So this is actually going to take a while for me to get down to the other side. Well, good thing we got our hiking boots on. Alright, let's go. There is no other way around, is there? I don't think so. Okay, oh shit. I knew that was going to happen, and and me without any life. Oh, that's going to suck. Up and over. Okay. But yeah, I'm never gonna like do that kind of like I thought about okay, I'm gonna level with you. I thought about for April doing a like an entry like I would be doing it for VShojo or Ninja Sanji or whatever. Like just as a joke. Like and thinking of all the horrible ways I could fuck up. First of all, my excessive swearing is amazing. People love that already, I know. But just like doing like impressions of people, and you know how good my voice acting is. You've all heard it, I'm sure. So, like doing my tremendous voice acting and whatnot. I just think it would be fun. Like to just do a really like fucked up version of that kind of thing. Not send it or anything, just as I'm gonna post this and I would make up my fake like VTuber agency that I was gonna send it into. I just thought that would be funny. So y'all could see a funny version of it. Because there's no way I'm doing that for real. Like to sing and dance and create art and all that other stuff for... Yeah, nope. Definitely not. I have no real talent. As a VTuber anyway. So like video games, I have to put it on the most piss easy. I don't do cooking streams. I've done one singing stream and everyone regrets it pretty much. Me mostly. I guess I'm everyone in this instance. But yeah, so That's something. Nope. Fuck. I'm barely hanging on, but they're not giving me any fucking health. Any health. But yeah, I don't play games at a competitive level, and I don't speedrun. I'm not particularly funny on stream. I talk about too many political things. That's always considered bad. I don't do voice acting. I don't do drawing. I don't really sing because... Oh, my controller batteries are low. I just put these in, by the way. Well, a day or so ago. But to be fair, I have been playing the zombie game a lot. Till they fucked it up when they redid the fucking... Oh, we had glitches we had to fix. Yeah, guess what, motherfuckers? You have more glitches now. Good job. Congrats. I don't think I would do well either doing that kind of thing, but still, it's like they're like, oh yeah, we had problems. I'm like, you think? Now my game freezes. It didn't before. So yeah, you have problems. I'm having problems too. Shit. So yeah, I honestly thought that I would do that. That sort of thing is just like make a funny audition. Okay. I'm dead here. I'm so dead. Uh-huh. I'm so dead here. Fuck me. Jump. Toluca, jump for fuck's sake. Okay. Fuck, I didn't see the cum move. I didn't see it move. Fucking hell. Okay, we can get more life. Gain additional health from every boss kill. They're not giving me health for boss kills right now. Okay. Ugh. Yeah, in easy mode, it's possible to do sliders. Yes, it is. And I've been sliding my way to victory. Okay, hold on. What was that at the beginning? I didn't see it. Hold on, hold on. Stop it. Okay. Can I go back? Is this a, Okay. Oh, it's the Gun Lord. Okay, okay. So I can actually get stuff from him. Okay, Gunlord. Seduce me. I don't think I like that. Okay, we fucked our run already. Okay, I need to unlock that door. My answers are yeah, I bet. I don't know how often like Ninja and VShojo and stuff have their like auditions. I don't have any talent, so I know I wouldn't get picked, even if I wanted to, which is not the point of the exercise for me. I didn't get involved with this for that, but I'm looking at it and I have no talent. I don't play games at a high level. I don't do art streams. I mean, if I looked at everything they would normally look for in someone, I'm like way too political. I am not a good fit for any kind of VTuber outfit at all. I'm barely a good fit for my own streams. But yeah. Okay, I can switch my gun out to my Rat-A-Tat gun still. But that might be a good gun for the boss. The big one. Okay, whoa. That still comes back even when he's dead. Okay. Yeah, that is true. I don't like most corpos. You see, we started watching Hollow as before we got involved with streaming ourselves. We watched Hollow, Gen 1 of Hollow, the English Jen of Hollow, anyway. And in all honesty, when they would be doing certain things and the girls would be like, oh, I'm so exhausted, tee-hee, I'm like, yeah, no. Oh, you can pick the ally. Okay, cool. Let's do that. Let's do the life ally. But yeah, when they would be like, oh, I'm constantly exhausted, I have stomach pain, like a lot, just, it wasn't good for me. The girls went from like vibrant to something else. And I just keep picturing these like corpos like forcing these people to like stream in these like little tiny cubicles, almost like it's a prison with like one room cells. And I know that's not what they're doing. Don't twist my words. I know that's not what they're doing, but it felt so unethical to me even back then, knowing just how many like health conditions the girls just randomly got after they started being partnered with these people or contracted or whatever. Yeah. I just didn't like watching what was happening. I was very uncomfortable with the whole, oh, this one falls asleep on stream. Isn't that adorable? No, it's fucking not adorable. If she's literally that fucking tired, that means she's not resting well for one reason or another. That's not something we should be promoting. And I know there are different countries with different values and whatnot, but this whole I overwork, haha, but to the point where she was literally overworked. And I can't tell you how many corpos I've seen with like tummy issues, bad headaches. Some of them have admitted their hair is not falling out or was falling out. They have no idea what that means apparently, because if your hair is falling out, you're not sleeping. That's like really bad stress. Stomach issues, a lot of that is stress. So I didn't like it. How did they go from being like really healthy, like 20-some, 30-some year old girls to women with such bad digestive systems, such bad sleep schedules, like within months? It just seemed really fishy, really sketchy to me. You had girls that never complained about health problems at all, and who were, by every account, as far as what they portrayed, healthy, starting to talk about all this other health shit. And I was like, there's something wrong there to me. So that was just my take on it. Once I saw like that, before I even knew like the stuff they signed, just knowing the stuff that they were, you know, how the girls were actually doing was not something that I found good. Could have been an act, could have been, ooh, my tummy hurts. Some people like have this thing where they like it when a girl's tummy hurts for some fucking reason. People are strange. I don't know, but I found it very abnormal that they went from one end of the spectrum to right straight to the other. I'm like, and then this is what I'm supposed to be cheering for? I don't think so. So that was kind of where I went yikes and a half. And then you see all the contract shit and whatnot. And I know all about contract shit as a writer, so holy cow. You know, even if you come with your own IP and most places make you give it up. That happened to somebody I was watching recently. That she was forced to give up her IP even though she walked in with her IP. And I'm just like, yeah, no, that's not good. Oh god, it's the cum monster again, no. Fuck my nuts, dude. Stop it, cum monster. Okay, come on. We know the drill. Come on, just over this way. Okay, there we go. Well, it's very normal. For them to start having problems, what I mean by that is like, to me, it's not normal for somebody to like start a new thing and then be like, well, Here's the problem. That's what I'm getting at. I don't know why it's cut off on my screen, but I'll read what it says. Fury Unleashed was a needed distraction and part-time for me when I felt like I couldn't take it anymore. When I look back at the bad moments, the really dark days, I can't help but also remember the covers of certain panels or even those silly macho lines that Fury would sometimes utter. They made me laugh and they made me excited and I wanted more. A new issue coming out was sometimes the only reason I got out of bed, and it was worth it every time. If you read this, thanks for sticking with my rambling, and thank you to Fury. I needed it when times were tough. That almost sounds like his editor. That almost sounds like his editor, Kaylee. I know that's probably not, but interesting. Okay, can I get down from somewhere? Yeah, let's give him. Let's take that. I want this. I want to keep as healthy as possible. Okay, let's go. But yeah, and then all the contract shenanigans came out, and woof, that was a lot. You know, I really hate it when people act like the talent are like the last on the, like, everything. They're the last ones that should be considered. They're the last ones that should be paid. I hate that mindset. I'm not saying everybody else doesn't deserve, you know, part of the fun or whatever, but like, it's like, okay, how do I put this? In writing, one of the people who gets treated the worst are the writers. I mean, there was an agent who said a couple years back that writing was just playing, and the editors and the agents and stuff were the ones doing real work. That the act of like writing and editing it and doing all the other stuff we do to get a book published was not actually work. And that therefore they went on to say, I don't know if this was at a different time or at the same time, that writers really shouldn't be paid all that much because it's basically just playing. It's not a real job, it's not real work, it's just playing, so why do they need all that money? And I've explained like what is broken down before with a writer and like what are royalties and how much they get and why, and so yeah, that was fun to watch. And it's the same thing when you submit to a writer magazine or a literary magazine a lot too. It's like the writer is the lowest one on that ladder to consider. Oh, you know, the editor is the one doing all the hard work. The editor. And then one of the reasons they talk about like submission fees is they're like, well, the editors and stuff are doing the hard work, and it's like, yeah, but why should I pay a submission fee when you need my work to continue your fucking magazine? Like, I don't know. I mean, for like, I don't know how many years, let's say the better part of a decade, not a decade though, but the better part of one, over half a decade, I did my own literary endeavor myself, and it was not something that was free for me. I tried to do it as low cost as I could, but I paid a little bit, even though like I can't almost really afford to. Reason being is that I believe in writers and I believe writers should be paid. And I'm asking them for their work and their trust. But yeah, a lot of places are like, writers, they're just the creative side. Who needs the creative side? And it almost feels very similar to what's going on with like AI. It's the creative people aren't needed. They aren't very necessary. They are the most easily replaceable out of the chain, which I disagree with. Like the people who talk about like what's going to be hot in the publishing world, a machine can look at algorithms just as easily as a person, to be honest. And it's all guesswork anyway. They don't always know what's going to be big or what's not going to be big. Sometimes they artificially make something bigger than it is because they don't know for sure. I'm fighting Beelzebub. Okay, this is the guy I took out with my knife. So if I can't take him out with my rockets, it's going to be funny. But yeah, I don't like it when people are like, yeah, the talent, yeah, that's, we don't care about the talent. Who gives a fuck? Like, if they're the ones like can't pay their bills or whatever. They're only like doing everything that, you know, we're getting paid for. It's kind of ridiculous. I see like a lot of talent agencies for, yeah, we saw this one, for the VTubers like Machinima back in the day. Machinima was a company that was basically a manager for YouTubers back in the day. I really wish I didn't have to trek all the way back. And they eventually went the way of the dodo because of certain things and how they treated their people and all kinds of fun stuff, really. So I don't know what to say about that. I feel it's very similar in a lot of ways. The weird contracts, the constantly leveraging money, the favoritism, the backbiting, the rule changes, etc. And I've talked about this on the podcast, but I do feel like VTuber collectives could be very, very helpful. But you'd have to be in a very big state of trust with an admiration for the people you're working with. But a collective is where a group of people do certain things together. And they swap skills and they pool funds and they go to each other's streams and they lift each other up. And that would work. I think that would be better than most VTuber companies. And I better just cover my ass and say, all of this is my opinion. It is my opinion that like Ninja Sanji has like really predatory fucked up practices. It is my opinion that Hololive overworks their people and then throws them out like they're trash. It's my opinion based on things I've seen, the leaks, based on how their people have acted on stream, etc., etc., and fucking etc. So there you go, my opinion. But yeah, it's not good. I think for a lot of reasons people want to be part of those kind of groups, and I don't blame people, you know. One, it's like really, really fucking hard to be discovered. Two, there is like an amount of prestige that occurs when you are in a group. Three, you get benefits, like you get editors and you get people to collab with and all kinds of stuff. It can be exhausting. Absolutely exhausting to like do all this from the jump. You know, I need to learn how to edit, for instance. Not like I do anything funny or amazing on stream usually, but it would be more useful to people to figure out what I'm about if I had like clips or whatever more so. So yeah, oh, I jumped way too fucking soon for that. Okay. This is the space person. Alright, let's go. I really do like this game. It's a lot of fun in two-player as well. Husband and I get our asses absolutely handed to us. And I don't jerk down the difficulty when I'm with him because he is my ability straightener, basically, or my difficulty straightener. I'm still waiting for State of Decay 3. But they keep ticking with 2, so I'm wondering if they're putting it off a little bit. Which is okay. Did you know that the Hi-Fi Rush people were bought up by PUBG? And they want to continue the Hi-Fi Rush line, which I'm so glad for. I'm so fucking happy for them. And I wish nothing but success for them and not being on fucking Microsoft's platform. Not at all. I would not want them to be on Microsoft's platform at all, ever again. Because Microsoft was even like, we need more games like Hi-Fi Rush. We need more small companies like that. Yeah, that would be like me having a perfect husband and being like, you know what, I'm just going to go for different. Like, I'm getting rid of you because reasons. But the next guy I get, I want to be just like you. I want him to be just like you. It's like, well, then why the fuck didn't you keep the one you had? If you wanted him to be just like he was, the next one to be just like the one he is, I'm not understanding this. And at first, I was like, I understood why they let the company who did Redfall go. But then when the Redfall team kind of came out and made their statement, or the leader of the Redfall team, who was basically like, by the way, like, they forced us to do deadlines and compete with everybody and everything. And we knew it wasn't going to be right, but they still had us go on with it. And I actually felt really bad for them. Because I thought Redfall had great potential. And it just totally missed the fucking mark. And I was like, well, obviously they just didn't know how to make a game. Or obviously they were forced into making one in a hurry. And then they get booted. And then people are like, well, Redfall wasn't a great game. So I understand that one kind of. And it's like, no. There is no understanding it because they fucked them. It would be like me telling you, you have 5 minutes to make a house. And then you make a house as best as you can. And I'm like, you know what? Your house sucks. Like, I'm not paying you for anything. Like, why would I pay you for shitty work? Like, nobody likes the house you built. And it's like, but you're the one who gave me specific 5-minute timeline. You're the one who gave me, like, all these, like, fucking contradictory notes. You're the one who gave me, like, all this bullshit. And it's like, I'm the one who took the blame for the 5-minute house, even though you're the one who told me to make it that way. So, I thought Redfall could have been really special, so that really sucked. It wasn't, but I felt like it could have been. I saw the potential there, and it was just sad. And like I said, after hearing what they said, I don't blame them. And Sony gets away with certain things too. One of the reasons why Sony gets a little more reprieve is because they did not buy the COD people, Activision or whatever. And because they didn't... Okay, I think I have to go back up to the door now. I think. I wish I could teleport in this one, but I can't. Okay, the door is over to and up. Let's give that a try. Over to and up. But yeah, I actually felt really bad after hearing it. But companies do that kind of shit all the time. Like, as far as I know, Nintendo's like one of the only ones who doesn't, like, really drop certain things bitchily. But I don't know. Maybe I just don't hear about it as often for one reason or another. You know, we all hear the time companies do really bad or really good thing, but otherwise not so much. Okay, I don't think there's anywhere else to go. Let's check the door now. Oh, the door's open. I'm gonna have husband turn on the air conditioner. Okay. We got the letters. What? You again? I thought I already destroyed you. This will make things easier on me. Why are you still occupying his thoughts? He clearly stated that he was done with you. Never mind. I'll just wipe you out like I did the last time. So we gotta fight him again. Okay. If the guy who wrote the Fury books really liked his creation still, this one, he would have been able to still stick with it, no? I mean, just because I write poetry doesn't mean I also don't paint, you know? Okay, here we go. Aim. Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna have to, like, take the gun to it, I guess. Okay, that doesn't work otherwise. Oh, hell. Umbrella. Oh, no. It got me in my butt. I don't know what he's saying. Probably that he's gonna kill me. That I'm not the best person for this job or whatever. You know. Like most people tell me. Ah, God damn it. Okay, hold on. Don't. Okay, he's gonna, like, try to, like, yep, there we go. Oh, shit. I missed most of them. Or he missed me with most of them. Okay. I barely got that one. Okay, let's just kind of work our way through. I do have a bit of a time trying to get everything ready out of all this. Oh boy. Oh God, not you again. Hello, it's me. You're the problem. Ouch. Okay, he's like surrounded by white jizz now. Is there like, oh yeah, I have to defeat the things on the walls. Okay, got it. I don't get a pussy bubble. What the fuck is this shit? Okay, there we go. Okay. Hello? Can I get the last one now? Is he full life again now? He is. He's full life again now. Okay, you fucking cheater. Okay, you are a fucking cheater. You are a dirty cheater. This is the easy file, folks. This is the easiest it'll go. Cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater. Ah, God damn it. Okay, okay, okay. I'm working on it, I'm working on it, I'm working on it, I'm working on it, god damn it. Is this gun bad for me on this one? Because it looks like it should be strong, but I don't know how strong it actually is. Oh, goddamn. Okay. It's supposed to be, like... Why can't he love both of his creations? Why can't he love both of us? God damn it. Okay, hold on. He's screaming at me again. What impossible? This can't be happening. I cannot be defeated. Not here, not by you. We're just gonna keep hitting B for now. You have doomed me, Fury. The creator left me here so many years ago. All I wanted was his attention. All I wanted was to not be forgotten. Well, you don't have to be forgotten. He can still love you. Okay, it says, Dear fans, it took me some time to think things through. We all know that in recent years, Fury Unleashed was just a shadow of its past issues. The reason is that I was burnt out. Told you. I didn't feel I was doing something meaningful. I lost my passion for what was making Fury the hero you loved. Only recently, when I was looking through my old stuff, I realized that Fury Unleashed and comic books in general can be more than they seem. They inspire us to do great things, help us power through tough times, and can connect us to others who share our passion. I owe it to my fans, past, present, and future, to keep Fury's legacy alive. I truly believe that the time I took off working on the series will yield a ton of fresh ideas. While I don't have anything new to show you yet, I wrote this announcement because I didn't want to keep you all thinking that the series is abandoned forever. I'll do everything in my power to make sure that the new issues are well worth the wait. I love how they slowly have like the comments and stuff going up. Okay. The end. Or is it? Special thanks to our families who supported us. So, moderate Fury Unleashed. Complete the game in any mode. Okay. Choose a game mode. Let's just see what it is. I'm not going through it. If hard mode is frustrating and you're finding it difficult to progress, easy mode. Most achievements and leaderboards are disabled. That's fine. I'm fine with that. Okay. That leads me to the end, I guess. I knew he was facing burnout, and it's hard when you have so many different people telling you bad things, or you've been with a series a very long time and don't know where to take it, or you're constantly churning out like a machine to do certain things. Like, even with a lot of streamers, they get burned out because they're doing it like 5 hours a day, 7 days a week, and they're trying to just figure things out, and burnout is a very real thing. Suddenly something you loved and enjoyed becomes a hassle, becomes torture to do. So I understand this. Right now I'm kind of at an impasse with my speculative poetry, so this hits pretty hard. Okay, so that was this game on Pussy Mode, I admit. And I will see you all on Thursday for Dave the Diver. Thanks, everybody.